After they argued, Aisha was so upset that she told Zara, "I will hurt you because you have taken everything from me." Once upon a time, in a village called Zuru, there lived a woman named Aisha. She was married to a man named Musa, who was kind and loved her very much. But Aisha couldn't give Musa a child, and this made her very sad. Aisha tried and tried to have a baby for Musa, but she couldn't. Aisha felt very sad because she wanted to make Musa happy with a little baby, but it just didn't work. Musa hugged Aisha and told her it was okay, but Aisha felt sad inside. She wished she had a baby to make their family complete. Aisha and Musa decided to go to a special place called a spiritual house to ask for help. They talked to a wise person there who tried to help them understand why they couldn't have a baby. The wise person did some special prayers and rituals, but still, Aisha didn't get pregnant. Musa and Aisha would keep trying, but Aisha felt even sadder because they still didn't have a baby. They left the spiritual house with heavy hearts, hoping for a miracle to happen. Musa's family and friends kept telling them that he could take another wife to have a baby. They said it was important for their family to have children. But Musa loved Aisha very much and he didn't want to hurt her feelings. So he told his family and friends that he only wanted Aisha and would never take another wife. He hugged Aisha tightly and whispered to her that he would never leave her, no matter what anyone said. Aisha smiled through the tears, feeling grateful for Musa's love and support. The next day, Musa and Aisha went to the hospital to see if there was anything wrong that was stopping them from having a baby. They met a very good doctor who did some tests on them. Musa held Aisha's hand tightly as they waited for the results. When the results came back, the doctor said that both Musa and Aisha were okay. There was nothing physically stopping them from having a baby. Knowing that there was nothing wrong with them, they left the hospital, determined to keep trying to have a baby together. After a while, Musa's family kept talking to him about having a baby. They said it was really important for their family. Musa felt a bit sad because he wanted to make everybody happy, even though he loved Aisha so much. He decided to listen to his family. He thought maybe if he had another wife, they could have a baby together. Musa made the difficult decision to take another wife named Zara. Aisha felt very hurt when she heard about Musa's decision. She didn't want Musa to have another wife, but she couldn't stop him. Aisha felt even sadder because she thought Musa didn't love her anymore. She wished things could go back to how they were before, just the two of them together. Musa married Zara, and they had a big celebration called a wedding. There was dancing, singing, and lots of delicious food. Musa brought Zara to their compound, where Aisha and Musa lived. He showed Zara the next hut where she would stay. It was close to Musa and Aisha's hut, but Aisha felt sad because she didn't want Zara to be there. She wished it could be just her and Musa again like before. But Musa smiled and told Aisha that everything would be okay, even though Aisha still felt very sad inside. After some time, Aisha and Zara started to get to know each other better. They talked and laughed together, and slowly they became friends. Aisha showed Zara how to cook their favorite dishes, and Zara taught Aisha some new songs. Musa was happy to see them getting along. As days passed, the sadness in Aisha's heart started to fade away. She realized that having Zara around didn't mean Musa loved her any less. They were all part of the same family now, and that made Aisha feel a little better. Zara also understood Aisha's feelings and tried to make her feel included. She would invite Aisha to join her in the garden or help her with chores around the compound. Aisha appreciated Zara's efforts, and soon they were like sisters. Wow. Musa was relieved to see that Aisha and Zara had become friends. He loved them both dearly and was happy to have them by his side. With Aisha and Zara's friendship growing stronger each day, there was no more anger or jealousy in their hearts. They were a happy family, ready to face whatever challenges came their way together. One sunny day, Musa's mother decided to come for a visit. She wanted to meet Zara and welcome her into the family. Musa's mother brought some delicious homemade treats and gifts for Zara. When she arrived at the compound, she greeted Musa warmly and hugged Zara. However, Aisha noticed that Musa's mother didn't come to visit her. She felt a little bit sad because she wanted to spend time with Musa's mother too. But she didn't say anything and smiled politely. Musa's mother spent the day chatting with Zara, asking her about her family and where she came from. Zara felt happy to have someone who cared about her and listened to her stories. As the day went on, Aisha tried to join in the conversation, but she felt a bit left out. She wished Musa's mother would talk to her too, but she didn't want to interrupt. After the visit, Musa's mother waved Zara goodbye and promised to come back soon. Aisha watched them leave, feeling a little lonely. A few days after Musa's mother's visit, Zara suddenly fell sick. She had a high fever and couldn't get out of bed. Musa was worried about her, so he stayed by her side day and night, making sure she had everything she needed. Musa didn't return to Aisha's hut for days because he wanted to take care of Zara. He brought her water and food, and he made her comfortable by fluffing up her pillows. Aisha felt sad and lonely while Musa stayed with Zara to take care of her. She missed having Musa by her side, sharing laughter and stories like they used to. Even though she understood that Zara needed Musa's help, Aisha couldn't take off the feeling of emptiness in her heart. Aisha spent her days quietly, doing her chores around the compound and putting up sad face because Musa was now staying at Zara's hut and didn't come back to her hut. As the days passed, Zara slowly started to feel better. Musa's care and love helped her get through the sickness, and she was grateful to have him by her side. Musa smiled at Zara, happy to see her recovering. Aisha felt angry and jealous. She knew that Musa was beginning to show more care to Zara and she was left behind. But that was not the truth. As the days went by and Zara's health improved, Aisha couldn't shake off the feeling of jealousy that crept into her heart. She noticed how Musa was always by Zara's side, making sure she had everything she needed. Aisha felt left out and forgotten, like she didn't matter anymore. Seeing Zara getting all the care and attention made Aisha feel even sadder. She wondered if Musa still loved her as much as he did before, or if she was being replaced by Zara. Aisha tried to push away these thoughts, but they lingered in her mind, making her feel more and more miserable. Aisha's jealousy grew stronger with each passing day, and she couldn't help but compare herself to Zara. She felt like she was losing Musa's love and attention to his second wife. It made her feel even lonelier than before. Despite her efforts to stay positive, Aisha couldn't ignore the ache in her heart. She longed for the days when it was just her and Musa. But Zara came into their lives and changed everything. But deep down, Aisha knew that she couldn't change the situation, and only made her feel even more helpless and alone. One day, Aisha's feelings of jealousy and sadness boiled over, and she picked a fight with Zara. They were in the compound, and Aisha couldn't hold back her angry words anymore. She said mean things and even shouted at Zara, blaming her for all the unhappiness she felt. After they argued, Aisha was so upset that she told Zara, "I will hurt you because you have taken everything from me." She was very angry and didn't think about how scary her words sounded. Zara was very scared and sad because of what Aisha had said. She didn't want to fight, and she didn't understand why Aisha was being so mean. Zara just wanted to be happy and didn't mean to make Aisha feel bad. The fight made everything worse between them, and now they both felt sad and alone. It wasn't a happy time in the compound, and Musa was very worried about both of them. Part 2 of the story is dropping tomorrow. Subscribe to this channel and like the video to find out how Aisha hurt Zara and made Zara to curse her for the rest of her life.